Hi guys, Tom Bell here from Revenue Tactics, and as you'll see, I'm not in the usual filming studio today. I'm out here in Boise, Idaho, flown all the way out from the UK. I am in fact at ClickBank's headquarters. The first thing I noticed is what a massive building this is, so impressive. Now, ClickBank are one of the top affiliate networks in the entire world. And over the last few years, both between myself and my coaching students, we've literally generated millions of dollars for the network. Now, ClickBank have been asking for a while now for me to come out and do a podcast and some other interview related stuff. So I thought, why not bring you guys along? I'm gonna give you a fully exclusive guided tour behind the scenes. We're gonna be doing loads of stuff over the next few days, from the business side of things to the non-business side of things as well. I think we've got some golf planned tomorrow, as well as a few other activities. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the tour. If you haven't liked or subscribed to the channel already, make sure to do so, and I'm going to see you on the inside. Okay guys, so we're now in the main headquarters, and as you can see, we've got some gorgeous decor here as we come in, and I've got a surprise for you inside, because we're going to be meeting Kyle, one of the most senior members at ClickBank. Let's go and meet him. Ring the doorbell. Kyle,
welcome to my
How's it going?
How's it going?
Great to see you.
Good
Looking
to
forward
see you
to it.
too. Yeah, come on in. Whoa, sorry. Gotta get that camera guy. That door's shut fast. Because it is that exclusive at ClickBank. We have to make sure it seals really quickly. So, well, first off, thanks so much for coming to Boise, Idaho. Beautiful Boise, Idaho.
Very much.
And here at the ClickBank crib as we're gonna go around our corporate offices. We can see as we walk in, this is where we have our entrance. So we're gonna see the office a little bit empty today. And that's important because at ClickBank, we think we have a hybrid working environment.
Yeah.
And one of the big things we know that there's work and collaboration here from Tuesday to Thursday, but Mondays and Fridays, go home. Enjoy your family, enjoy your life.
Love it.
Work from there so you get that balance and the hard, dedicated work. But man, in the summer like this, it's nice to not have to be stuck in the office. But for us, we get to see it without a lot of people in it. So why don't we come along and I'll show you guys some departments. Sound good?
Fantastic.
So first, one thing that is always fun about ClickBank is customers send a lot of stuff. They return things, and even though you have an address that you put there, people go with what they know. And here's all our collection of stuff that people have sent back. And also, this is our risk and compliance department. So if you've ever had maybe, hey, why did my account get rejected? This is the team in the area that's doing that. And not that they're ever trying to do that, but we want to make sure we're keeping the best affiliates that are doing legitimate things on our platform. So especially if you're running traffic, you know you're not going to have to compete against people doing bad stuff.
Which is great.
And if you're an offer owner, you know that we're working super hard to make sure the right affiliates are giving you the right traffic. No issues there. And as we go a little bit over, we also have our compliance team. So some well-decorated desks and all that fun. These are the people that approve your products, go through, give those reviews. And for those that don't know about that, every single product at ClickBank goes through a full FTC and FDA review. So not only is that a benefit to know that you're going to be in a compliance state, but the big part is if you're an offer owner, you get to protect yourself without having to spend a lot of money on a lawyer to tell you what you're going to do. We're going to give you the guidance of exactly what the FTC and the FDA is looking for on your offers at no cost, just for coming on the platform. So a pretty nice benefit, and these people are obviously working really hard going through and doing that every single day. Boise, Idaho, a little bit of a gem of the Pacific Northwest. We have the view of the mountains, all that green. LeBois was the original thing about Boise. They call it the city of trees. We are in a desert, and this is the oasis, right? So we could see all that green, get some multiple views over here. And if you just want to watch cars, we do get to see some unintentional peel outs too from the highway. So it's the view with some excitement that we get as well. Always good stuff.
You can see those tracks down there. Actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Looks like someone's just gone in.
You could see someone working here, Matt Ventura, our sales engineer.
Hi, Matt.
He makes everything work. This is the magic happening. So if you need your integrations done, you don't have to feel alone when you're working with the sales team. Matt is a whiz at anything technical you ever need.
Fantastic.
And so these are just more pods and desks. This is where we come in, each sales individual comes in, this is where we're working each day. We have our account managers, our affiliate managers, and then also this is where we get some other sales team members. In fact, I think you guys need to know, every single sales team and company has somebody that is herding the cats and making the engines go. And this is possibly one of the most unheralded people at ClickBank that you've never heard of before out there, but he is easily like, I don't know what we'd do without him. So we're just gonna walk over and Miss Ken Adcock here, who's in today. Ken.
Sorry to put you on camera, Ken.
Yes. He is the man. It's so beautiful. But as you can see here, this is our office. Ken's obviously diligently working away. We even have one of our other BDMs over here, Mr. Kyle Meredith.
There he is.
Because no company is good enough with just one Kyle. You gotta have two.
Absolutely.
Yes, an overwhelming amount. And for anyone that wants to know out there, the nickname, the moniker of Kyle Meredith is Good Kyle. And I would be considered Bad Kyle. Not necessarily that I'm bad, but he is just so overtly good. Who could ever compare? There's Christ, there's Kyle, and everything underneath, right? So I'm happy to be in the cellar, having the party with all the other ones, but Kyle is the man. So
Kyle is fantastic. He's helped me so much in my business over the years at ClickBank. So
he's truly amazing.
Can't speak fondly enough.
Yes. And again, diligently working away. In the empty office, Kyle and Ken are here making things happen. Love it. Thanks, guys. I want to show you guys a funny little story. Who would like to know a weird inside story about like a ClickBank moment?
I would love to know.
Okay, so I'm not a big birthday person, and somebody found this out and decided to throw a surprise birthday party for me one year, and they had all these little like things. It was in this office, and they had these little snakes that you could stretch out.
Right, okay.
So if you come over here and look up here, you're gonna see 2 snakes.
Oh, no way.
And I want you to know that was from I believe it was 2018. So those snakes have held on for a tremendous amount of time. And they're still there. So as we can sit in the conference, another one of the conference rooms, we do, I guess we're nostalgic or just not tall enough to go get those snakes down.
I'm wondering what you've put in the podcast studio for me now.
You know, that was actually pre-podcast. So this was a long time ago, but there's definitely some things in there.
Wow.
Right? As we get to our Zen place with a couch, we have our tea, but most importantly, we have a little bit of ClickBank history. A couple things here. We keep some of our diamond awards.
Fantastic.
Oh, give that a feel.
That's heavy. It's weighty,
heavy.
guys.
That's
it's
weighty
weighty.
for
that
sure.
really is
Yeah.
weighty.
Yes, it is the weight of $5 million or more on our platform in a senior calendar year. Definitely something to aspire to. And remember, if you ever hit one of those awards, you also get an exclusive invitation to be able to go to our Diamond event, which is really amazing. We did it in Sun Valley in Idaho this year. Yeah. Super fantastic. But when ClickBank first started selling supplements, we used to require or physical products that they come in and physically send them. So this is like a time capsule of ClickBank history. So I'll give a couple call outs too. James Klein's is somebody that a lot of people know in the industry as well. His first product he ever brought into DR, boom, right here, we still have that. I always like to bring this one up, Winero, one of the most older Romanian clients out there, establishment of the OGs in the supplement space. Fix It water filter, baby. So if anyone remembers this, again, great product, really cool stuff and fun things we have here. But quite a time capsule, and things have changed quite a bit, right? So this was the process way back in the day. Now it's way more streamlined. We have a much more efficient process, and the amount of supplements we're selling could not fit in a cabinet that we have every single year. So fun things. By the way, we're now entering the marketing world. As you can see, the creativity seems to increase, doesn't it, Tom?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The
right?
decor here is another level.
Yes.
Yeah.
But right over here, I'm gonna grab it. We have, all right, our YouTube plaque when we've hit 100,000 subscribers.
Very cool.
Super, super fun. And like I said, it's the only, once I show this to my kids, they actually started asking me about what I do, and I showed them when we actually celebrated that video. Right. Or we celebrated that number by doing the Hot Ones Challenge. So they proceeded to watch that entire hour-long podcast and went through that, and they've never watched it again. But it made it cool, and remember guys, YouTube, even with online marketing, can make kids think you're cool. That's what it's all about.
Totally
right?
agree.
All right, let's say hi to
Daniel. Good to see you.
Yeah, Daniel. So Daniel, why don't you tell the people what you do here at ClickBank?
Oh, sure.
Put you on the spot a bit,
Yeah,
sorry.
exactly.
No worries. I'm the senior content manager here at ClickBank, so I help out a lot with our blog, website, with the YouTube channel, podcasts, social media, just kind of all things content.
It's a lot of fun, a lot of work.
He is a big reason for things like the silver, obviously the silver 100,000 YouTube button that we have. So beautiful. Thanks, Daniel. We'll let you go caffeinate up and talk to you later.
I was blown away by this yesterday.
I haven't showed you this, by the way, but the man here, have you met Chris Olery before?
I think so.
He's our director of marketing. He's big into hot sauce, so this has now become a collection of people bringing hot sauces for Chris to try. So if you're really looking to get an ulcer, or you just want to have you want to sweat out of areas you didn't know you could, this is the place that you could go.
Very, very cool.
And spice up your food and your life. So let's keep walking in. We're going to show you guys the break room, where we're going to have somebody dining in here, relaxing.
Oh, and who do we have in here?
Oh, yeah, who is that? Enjoying, is that a kombucha? Which kombucha is that, by the way? Ooh, blood orange. It's tasty, right?
This is my fiance, Kelly.
So a couple things too, in our break room, we do have, this has been full of beer before as well, so we have, sometimes we'll get some kegs as well. We have cold brew and kombucha for healthy caffeinated individuals, snacks, air fryers, a good looking coffee machine that makes really bad coffee in my opinion. I am a bit of a snob. And espresso machines, all that stuff, stock fridges and snacks. Obviously we just want to make sure employees are happy, give them a place to not only hang out, but keep them well fed, well hydrated, well caffeinated, and all that fun stuff. I think one of the things that I really have enjoyed about working at ClickBank, and I think the part for me, because I did not come from a marketing background. I actually came from an accounting and finance background. So when I first came in and I heard marketing, I was like, oh no, and I thought, what have I done? But one of the great things about ClickBank is we, at our company, really create a family culture here. So when you're here, you're family. Like, is that Olive Garden? I think I might have stole that, but it will, I guess, what is that, trademark pending, whatever it might be. So these are the people that are building out ClickBank and making it run all the time.
Very
so
cool.
As you can see, it's a little bit empty right now. A lot of, we do have a lot of dev, but since we know that software development is really, really good in silence, a lot of our software developers work remotely from home and even all over the United States. So we definitely bring that in, but here's kind of the leadership team that makes all that happen.
And how much did that change over COVID, Kyle?
You know, what's interesting for us, it changed quite a bit. We had never been a remote team. In fact, prior to that, ClickBank had a split team. So we had, all of our dev services used to be out of Denver, and then all of our sales and customer support team were here. And then Kelly, our current CEO, he brought everyone together. And I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty cozy. We were pretty tight in here for a while. And then the pandemic hit, and after that, we went remote and we found it so effective. Most of those teams stayed remote. Now we have a hybrid model, as I mentioned before, because for people that are building teams remotely, especially even if your listeners that, hey, they're thinking, I'm gonna start building people, I'll tell you, it's fantastic for efficiency, but one thing that gets lost that I'm sure you've experienced is collaboration.
Especially with a creative business like this.
And there's lots of parts and things and people. And collaboration where you could structure it, sometimes it happens organically. You have an idea and you want to walk over, hey, what about this? It doesn't quite happen as well in the remote world. And I've been on both sides, and I will tell you the hybrid is so ideal if you could achieve it and strive for that. It's not the only, but whenever you could create that situation, it seems to be really, really effective. That's where we've settled, and we've seen great results because of it.
Fantastic advice.
Yeah,
okay.
All right, guys, let's keep on
going. Where are we going next? What's behind door number 2?
We're gonna come around the corner here to show you our financial offices. So this is where all the accountants are. This is how your paychecks used to come from. It's all in these departments. Funny enough, way back in the day, before ClickBank had all this stuff get sent electronically, they would take a room in one of their offices, and as mentioned before, Jen has talked about this story. They would just stuff envelopes with checks. So they have the checks printed, and everyone would sit on the floor, they were just stuffing envelopes. That was their job for the day, and sending and mailing them out to all those affiliates. So things have changed quite a bit.
I often tell my students, the first thing you do, guys, just make sure you go into your ClickBank dashboard and activate bank deposits. Otherwise you will get a check in the post.
No one's hand stuffing them anymore as well. So you don't want that check at all. Let's take a moment, come on over, just show some of our local awards. So outside being a top place to work, we also consistently hit top 100 in terms of overall gross revenue of private companies in the state of Idaho, which is pretty substantial because we are competing with some of actually the largest agricultural companies in the United States in terms of beef and things like that. And to be fair, it's tough to compete with that, but we are still consistently up there towards the top every single year, and it's always a fun little ceremony to get to go do that. So let's go into Kelly's specific crib. Kelly Householder, our CEO. Now, before we jump in here, I just want to tell you guys, one of the things that's I will tell you, I think we have one of the most unique, brilliant CEOs out there. Obviously pays me, so I have to say that, but no, in reality, one of the really unique things is how often do you meet a CEO that is part-time rock star and part-time pilot, as well as an IT CTO kind of guy. It's very,
I don't think I've ever met one, I've got to say.
Exactly.
Quite a unique combination.
Come on in, you're gonna see that inspiration throughout this office with Kelly. Get to know him. We see the planes, we have the great sign, a fantastic room here. Shout out to Amber Spears. You are here in 4 rooms showing representation in Kelly Householder's office. But you see the pilot stuff. His dad was a pilot, instilled that in Kelly. He's a man with many great guitars and many amazing talents. I remember I was telling you. All right, now, outside this, I feel like, are you getting a little bit thirsty, Tom?
I'd love a drink.
All right, I think we should get to the executive cooler here. Now, don't tell anybody. This is not something you should be getting into. Oh, yes, he reserved. Have you used like the flavored sparkling waters, like Spindler? Do they have that in the UK?
I mean, we have a version of it. We don't have that specific brand, but
I
will.
enjoy that. This is my wife's favorite brand, Waterloo. Blackberry lemonade. You want a little more sweet? It's up to you.
I'll go with this.
Beautiful.
I'll go with
Right.
this. A bit more subtle.
Now, we're gonna head down to our next floor, and this is where we produce content. So you're gonna now see the content offices.
I had a little sneak preview yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
I won't spoil anything for these guys.
Oh, by the way, those are bathrooms. We can't show you those, but. We're gonna go to the main podcast studio. Come right in here. We got Dylan ready for us. Woo.
Hello.
Look how well he gets us all set up. So this is where all the ClickBank magic happens. I do want to call out a couple of things. Actually, I forgot to show you in the storage closet. I like to give you guys a little bit of ClickBank history and content. So you might see the gold curtain right over there.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is from our first attempt at online content, or really where the top 10 offers, started in what was called the Money Show. So maybe if we get a chance, I'll circle back in that closet and show you the sign that we still have, because that's always fun. And look at that, editing my face. Is that from Pillow Talk? I could tell, yeah.
Yesterday, yeah, it's a dramatic intro here.
By the way, guys, this is Dylan. This is really our content extraordinaire. He is our Jasper, right?
Yes. So, that's my videographer.
Yes,
Jasper.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, but does an amazing job. I occasionally reference him and bring him in, but now people could see his face. Let's keep going on. We're gonna show you, now this actually is where the sales team used to go prior to the pandemic. And then after that,
it's Thomas.
Oh, Thomas, get out of here. Look at him showing off the guns today, Thomas.
Yeah, I didn't realize you're so big. Well,
yeah,
good to see
you.
you.
Yeah, that's how you shirk the Seth Rogen
yeah.
reference, because he doesn't have the guns. He doesn't have the guns.
No.
There you go. Beautiful. All right, so now we're gonna head on into the old sales office, which is why you're gonna be introduced with a basketball hoop right out of the way. That's how you know it's a sales team, because when you're making deals on your headset, you gotta make sure you're shooting the bat. I can't believe I made one off my first attempt. All right, Tom, let's see.
Rubbish.
You gotta get one. They are flat.
Oh no,
so
I think I need two
please have an
hands.
excuse. All right. All right. It looked like you meant that way the whole time. Beautiful. All right, so I actually want to loop in. So obviously we just have a big, large space here. We do our all hands on meetings, and then I think the more fun thing that we do here. So every single Tuesday we have basically yoga for lunch, so people come in here and do some yoga, get your stretch on, make my hips not so stiff and rigid.
That's great to hear you prioritize the mindset side of things as well.
Yeah. Here's some examples of some of our platinum awards and some of our platinum winners that you could see from the past. So definitely some big names up there. And almost all of these are still hitting platinum today, which is really, really exciting. And some of these have been with us for just such a long time. Like the Alternative Daily have been a long time client. The Sava brothers, Alex, love you. They're great. We have Ryan Saplin's a longtime guy with Warrior Media. Some really, really fantastic folks out here. So really appreciate that. And then now let's come into, I just think this is a super cool looking office. And if you could get it dark, because to see the backlights, then I'll turn it on when we get in here. This is where we film top offers and most of our YouTube content. You've seen it before. I come in a little bit closer because I know we see this as color in the background. It's a service called Book by the Yard, and you literally just pick a color and how much foot, and if you come in here, these are just old books that no one really wanted, and they just throw out or they get donated, they know what to do with them. So we just got boxes and boxes of these books.
I'm sure you've read every single one.
Yes, every single one. You know, my favorite, I need to find the Japanese biography of Bill Clinton. That's the one that I really enjoy to flip through. So
we might be here a while.
We should do any listeners, comment to what you think as you freeze and stop in this moment. What is the most ridiculous book you could find? And then we have our money bucket, our John Crestani money bucket. So if, depending on when this gets released, you definitely need to see the video with Michael getting pelted with that.
Put on ClickBank right now for crazy.
There's 100% a lesson in physics in that video for sure. So beautiful, guys. So outside that is essentially the ClickBank offices. So again, I know some of it's like, hey, it's an office, but at the same time, this is where all that magic is happening. We have a lot of space here, more quotes and things like that up on the wall. But it's a great place to work and a really great community. I was gonna ask, I know you've got a little snippet of Boise. What have you been thinking about it so far?
I've been absolutely loving it. The team have been fantastic. You guys are the best. You've got an amazing community here. Beautiful mountains behind us. I'm really looking forward to the golf tomorrow as well. And seeing some more nature.
Well, and then I'm going to tell you tonight when we get to go to downtown Boise, it is truly a hidden gem. I would tell you, it's been compared to, people say it's like Austin 15 years ago, and I really contend with that as well. So you're going to have a great time, and hopefully we'll get some more footage when you're 100%. Down there too, so you can see some of those cool sights. But until then, guys, we really appreciate enjoying our crib. But as they said in the old show, it's time for you to get out of here, man. You got to get out. No, we're going to go shoot some podcasts. But thanks so much for coming in, Tom.
Thanks so much for the fantastic tour. So much insight there.
Yeah, awesome.
All right, guys.
Have a good one.
See you in a second. ClickBank have really played a key role in my business life as an affiliate. And there's no doubt in my mind I wouldn't be anywhere near where I am today with 8 figures in sales under my belt and my dream lifestyle had it not been for joining ClickBank all of those years ago. I had a friend that said to me once, I'm not surprised with what you've done in your business, but what has surprised me is how quickly you've done it. And as much as I'd love to take credit for that, that is what affiliate marketing gives you access to, those exponential returns and the ability to pivot in and out of any market really quickly. When I won ClickBank Platinum Awards for the second time, that was the point where I started to get a lot of people come to me and ask for education and coaching. So I set up Revenue Tactics, which is my affiliate marketing education academy, and it's been a real pleasure to do that. I've seen so many successful people come through the academy, and I've loved sharing in their success. I think being a piano teacher really helped me with that as well, because I always felt I was quite good at getting the best out of people and coming up with strategies to solve problems. And I've always taken that approach in my training with affiliates as well.
Yeah. Hi, Tom.
Actually, her husband went over there. He was working for the Chelsea.
Some good touristy things to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's cool to be a tourist in your own country, though. I don't think we do it.
Please,
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
You on the golf aren't you? I tried.
Double the progression of beard. So we have beginning stages, and then we have the gods here. So.
It wasn't named Kyle, but his beard was. So
Do you have it there, product on ClickBank?
No.
Okay, well, there's the contribution. So.
Yeah, we don't need a product.
It didn't work, damn it.
So we have some guests from over the pond. We have Tom Bell, we have his fiance and his videographer here today. Tom will tell us a little about himself, but the most important thing you need to know, being from the UK, is when you have some time to talk to him after this, talk to each one of them about their best meal deal offer. Whether it's Tesco's, where to go, it's quite a debate. There's a lot of different things. He said that's probably the hardest question I could have asked him, so it's important to know. So, but with that, Tom's been around a long time in the online industry, and I think I can also say you've done it all. You've gone from affiliate, offer owner, affiliate, now teaching affiliates and offer owner again in different ways, but it didn't necessarily start that way. So walk us through kind of how you found yourself into this moment here and some of the online market.
Yeah, probably my late 20s I got into looking into affiliate marketing, and I spent a few years kind of going through Google and looking at all the different forums that were out there. And there was a forum called the Av Playbook Forum. Have you heard of that? Yeah. And I was just looking to really make $100 a day. That was really all I wanted, just to fund my music. And then it ended up going from $100 a day, $500 a day, $1,000, $10K, etc. Anyway. And here we are now. So I suppose ClickBank changed everything for me to some extent. You know, it played a really big part in my development as an affiliate. And then went on to win the ClickBank Platinum Awards, obviously multiple times. And then I used to get a lot of people reach out for coaching. So then I decided to set Revenue Tactics, which is my affiliate marketing education academy. I've helped hundreds of affiliates improve their businesses. I've driven a lot of business to ClickBank. Hopefully you've been able to track that and see some of that. And I really just wanted to set up what I didn't have when I started, which was an honest education academy where I'd done the thing I was teaching, and I could work with people one-on-one and also offer courses too, which is what I've been doing probably for the last 4 years now. It's been going really well.
Do you remember the first product you sold?
Yes.
What was the first one you like?
Yeah, I do actually. It was a product called, sorry, it wasn't on ClickBank.
I don't want to hear it. No.
It was on Max Bounty, and it was called Easy Canvas Prints. So it was a canvas printing offer, and I don't know if you've seen it. I think it paid out about $20 or something like that. I remember the first time I came in, I was like, wow, okay, this is cool. And then I remember promoting a defensive driving course. After that was like a digital product, it was on Max Bounty again. And I was doing that on pop traffic. And then I just started to layer in different campaigns, and obviously from different networks, and ClickBank. I love ClickBank, it's passionate about it, it's changed everything for me. So So I've always speak fondly of you guys, and I send a lot of business your way.
Thank you.
Where are you seeing in terms of places coming through? What are you seeing do well?
I mean, right now it's still, like Newsbreak is one that's really took off in the last 3 to 4 months especially. And then of course, like there's Facebook, Instagram, Google, YouTube. But
I heard a really interesting one recently. It's not native, but just a really interesting traffic network that people should start looking into. It's Snapchat. And so the reason being is what happened with Snapchat is similar to what happened to Facebook. Is a lot of kids, the only way that they communicate with people is through Snapchat. So who wants to communicate with their kids? Parents. So the age on Snapchat is now, I think, 50% or 49% is over the age of 40.
And they got older. Snapchat's user base is aged.
Yeah. So when you look at that, so what they do is they take their Meta campaigns, whatever you do in Meta, and they just duplicate it over in Snap, particularly on the short form side, and it's equal performance with a fraction of the CPMs. From the sounds of two, you're saying they're even more lenient on account shutdowns because they just want the traffic. So it might be an interesting place again to learn 100%.
Okay, that's good to hear.
The open rates on direct mail, what are some of those things? So, yes, this is the relationship I want. Here are the things that are really valuable to me. When you're working with really any network, you don't have to mention specifically ClickBank, but just what are those things that really stand out to you? Michael, okay. So yes, you're pretty much Michael.
Guess what, everybody?
That's just playing. You need to create an AI clone of this guy. Michael was my account manager when I first got ClickBank History. We had a great friendship.
Yes, it was great.
Well, you were one of his first too. Look at that.
Yeah. But so to answer your question, I suppose just honest guidance with offers.
Budget to run as a test. What's the best?
Yeah, probably the budget as a test. So I get that quite
Impression you make in the campaign.
I was trying to think about how I can do that as well. That's the thing about being an affiliate. You can make a few million a year just by yourself.
Since I've started affiliate marketing coaching, several of my clients now are actually ClickBank Platinums in their own right as well, which is amazing. So I've worked with super affiliates, and I've also worked with those guys unlocking their first few $100s a day in profit as well, which I'm equally proud of. My best day online as an affiliate marketer was $70,000 in sales. Now, coming from a musical background, I was a professional pianist by trade, and I was in commercially a very small market. I was really struggling to pay the bills. And if you'd have come along and said to me that people earn that kind of money, there's just no way I would have believed them. I mean, who would believe them? But now I'm just living in such a different reality, and I'm incredibly grateful for that as well. So I'm back with Kyle, who has been calculating all of the sales that my students have been making.
Yeah, so I really appreciate it. So I know, honestly, Tom, we hear a lot of people out there that make claims that their students generate so much revenue. I've seen all this, but there's no way to truly verify that. So what we were able to do is we actually went through and looked at the times that your students started working with you, validated what actual nicknames on ClickBank that they have, ran that through our data, and we were able to come out with a specific number and a letter from our VP of Sales, Dominic Keenan, that verifies that this is true, that your students have generated over $33 million and more specific digits after that on our platform since 2021. A huge thanks from us. We really appreciate it. We have a letter that is my poor handwriting on it that verifies all that for you.
I wasn't expecting it to be quite so high, I'll be honest.
Well, it just shows you're making a real impact.
Yeah.
And I think for all the people out there watching this, I could tell you you're going to get more lies from a lot of their people, but not from Tom. Truly authentic, so much so that he didn't know the number and was shocked with
I was.
But I could tell you, we aren't shocked. We aren't shocked, Tom.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Keep it up, and we're excited to make sure to get you this letter again with, who knows, maybe even a larger number, and we might be talking about 9 figures.
Absolutely.
Into 8 figures right now.
Thanks so much.
Beautiful. Thanks so much.
I will say, bring it as close to you as you can, so we get a nice crisp.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. I was gonna. We'd all be blending in though, wouldn't we?
3, 2, 1. Welcome, affiliated listeners, to another very special in-person podcast episode where we're going to be joined by a member of somebody from over the pond, a super affiliate that's going to be talking about things that you need to know with Native, particularly why Native is something you should be shifting to, the benefits, and what you need to know right now with Native us a little bit more. And as usual, I am joined by my co-host, the lovely, the amazing, the very getting ripped this summer. Show us some guns, Thomas. Oh, yeah. Great to have you today, man. So before we introduce our guest, I just want to always say we do start off with a special little thing. So we have Tom Bell from the UK coming in to join us. Tom, you're amazing. We've got a little special little thing for you here. So we're going to be having affogatos. So I don't know if everyone's had an affogato. But I chose it for a reason for you, Tom. So we're going to talk a little bit about your background.
Of course.
Maybe it's the UK in you that always has a certain level of decadence, right? But at the same time, you're not a quiet guy. You have energy, and you bring energy to every single conversation. So we need the decadence of gelato with the energy of espresso. A double espresso.
Well,
you just take it.
Okay,
pour it over.
I'm very clumsy, so I'm going to try and do this as best I can.
There you go.
Do I put the whole thing in?
All of it.
Wow. That's really good. I wasn't expecting this. I was just expecting to answer a few questions. Yeah, it is.
Oh, man.
This is my first experience.
I wish. It will not be your last. We're going like way off topic. It's just established that like you were in the game, not only teaching your own success or executing your own success, but to the tune of some really great success from your students. And if you don't mind me asking or announcing it right now, we actually calculated the students and the impact. Over $30 million since 2021 that your students have generated.
Thank you. You're very welcome.
Thank you. That's why we got the avocado.
Can I have another one of these then?
Yes.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
For sure. Boom.
To friendship and health. So I needed a website for my music, and then I was doing a combination of performance and teaching. So I used Google Ads basically to drive students to my business. So I started to see obviously I can invest money and I can get a return. Hadn't really heard of affiliate marketing at that point, but I started to get to my mid to late 20s and I just realised there wasn't really much of a correlation between how good you are at the piano and how much money you could make from that. And then I started to think, well, I've got friends now that are, they're getting married, they've got houses, and I felt quite far behind with all that financially. I think I just started out like with all the usual Googling and, going through all the crappy courses that are out there, and we won't name names.
There are good ones though.
Yeah, there are good ones.
Such a spark is a great way to
Yeah, exactly. And then I came across this private forum called AF Playbook. So I think we were talking yesterday about that, weren't we? A guy called David Ford who ran that. It's not running anymore, but at the time it was kind of up with STM and one of the main competitors to that. So
you'll stack that money. Still
around. Still around. I think it was about $60 a month at the time. Yeah. And I still remember to this day how difficult it felt to spend that $60 a month on the membership. Yeah, totally.
Mentally, what did you have to tell yourself to make that happen?
I just had to do it and not really think about it too much. I've learned a lot about the mindset side of things and taking action along the way, and you just have to take action, start that campaign. You could collect all the information in the world, you could buy all of my courses and do the mentorship, but until you actually do that first campaign, there's no substitute for that. So I did. Basically, I just took a risk and I thought, well, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I've got nothing, so I've got nothing to lose. So I suppose that's where I was at with the mindset side of things. It's easier to do that sometimes when you've got nothing. When you've got something to lose, I think risk, you kind of see it a little bit differently. I started out on pop traffic, which was a big thing back then. These days, not really so prevalent in affiliate marketing.
And just for anybody that was born after the year 2000, that's pop-up traffic. So pop-up ads, things you probably don't ever even know exist. Your grandparents could tell you all about it.
So it was an offer called Easy Canvas Print. So I set the campaign up, had my first sale. But I wouldn't really say that was the moment I knew this whole business was real and it was going to change my life. Probably 3 months later, I went on holiday to Rome with my girlfriend at the time, and I didn't check my stats all week. And then I noticed I'd been making $150 a day in profit for the entire week. In profit. So I just realised I actually paid for that whole trip just with that campaign. And then I thought, well, actually, this is real. This is really worth focusing on. And I thought at that point, anything's possible and it could change my life. But even so, even looking back on all of that now, I never imagined I'd be here chatting to you guys, feel fortunate enough to call you guys a friend. I just never thought that would really happen to me.
When you look at your life, what has been some of the impacts that this job has been able to have for you, or this career of going out and doing affiliate marketing?
I think it's almost hard to draw a comparison just because my life has changed fundamentally at every level, and that's what ClickBank can do. In terms of the lifestyle we have now, I live in a very nice house, 5-bedroom detached house. I don't worry about money anymore. Obviously, that's a part of it. That's not my whole life, but it definitely helps.
Yeah.
Definitely helps unlock things.
When you're that beginner,
Yeah.
it's like, $60 is a lot.
I started off with like $100 a day. That was always my goal, because I knew at that point in my life when I was doing music, it'd just be enough for me to not maybe do the lessons anymore and just focus on the performance side of things, where I'd probably panic if I made $100 a day now. But then that changed into $500 a day, and then $1,000 a day, and then 10K, and the most I've made in sales a day is 70K now. So I suppose,
too bad.
yeah, I mean that's sales. I didn't, and I'm a UK taxpayer, so that.
Yes, it definitely wasn't that government. We trusted it. All expense.
Yeah, I just be the best person I can be, and I wake up in the morning and I push forwards and try and offer value to others as well, wherever I can as well.
Beautiful. I imagine anyone who launches a course in this kind of space, right? I imagine you've gotten some comments around, this is a scam,
Yeah.
or gurus or whatever.
Yeah.
Especially with this Lambo photos,
I do have the car videos and photos though, but they're actually my cars. If we need to verify it, we can verify that. That's fine. But
I was just curious, like how do you handle those? Like just a person, like you see that come through. Like,
yeah, I mean, so some of them they were quite hurtful at the start, because it's hard not to take that personally. But it's only 1% of the comments. That's the other thing. I've spoken to Kelly about this, my partner, and you just have to look at all of the positive stuff that's coming out of it. And if I was getting 60% hate, then I might have to recalibrate what I was doing perhaps. But it's literally it's probably not even 1%. Just every now and again, someone will just send me a really nasty email, and I just have to think, where's that coming from? And it's more, I suppose, what they're bringing to that, isn't it? Rather than it being a reflection on you.
Yeah. Lots more questions. We could go a lot longer on this, but no, we'll keep it as concise as we can with being as rabbit trail as we have been. But no, Tom, I just want to thank you for coming out.
Thank you.
It's been a long trip. I know it's a lot.
Really appreciate you having me.
Direct flights to this part of the world, but so, really do appreciate that. And I can tell you're very genuine. And just the revenue you've done for your students and yourself, and the way you've changed lives for yourself and your students is really inspiring. So
thank you. I appreciate that. It means a lot.
Until next time, what do we tell the people?
Happy scaling.
Thanks, guys. Be safe out there. Woo!
That was great. Totally net. These are nice clubs, I've got to say. This grass is very different to ours as well,
Really?
Yeah.
Those are some nice clubs. They've already set their stuff and tried to have a normal Friday.
With affiliates when that happens.
We try to be pretty transparent on it.
Thomas, real pleasure to meet you at ClickBank.
Likewise, Tom.
So do you want to just tell our audience a little bit more about what you do at ClickBank? I think a lot of people will have seen you on the YouTube channel, but I think they'd like to know a little bit more about you.
Yeah, so I've been at ClickBank for almost 10 years now, which
Wow.
is, sounds funny when I say it. Most of my tenure there was as a business development manager, so like Michael that you see on camera all the time and stuff like that, helping new sellers get onboarded. And now I lead that sales team. So that's my job, is to help them clear their bandwidth, help the new sellers, new affiliates, new partners get on board with ClickBank and really look for opportunities to grow the business.
That's awesome. So on the affiliate side of things, we've talked a lot about that over the last few days. But how about the vendor side of things? Because I think that's an aspect a lot of people don't know a lot about. How did they initially get that traction? How would they attract new affiliates? What kind of techniques they use to do that?
It does depend on their skill set and where they're at, right? The established sellers, the people that are in the top offers videos all the time, things like that, they have their playbooks, right? They have in-house affiliate managers. They're going to have the context already. When they launch something new, Affiliates Trust is going to at least be pretty good, if not great, so they can get test traffic pretty quickly. For someone newer who's coming on, I really coach them to like, hey, if you don't have your offer tested yet, if it's brand new, you really need to make sure it works on the coldest traffic possible. And what that usually means is them either learning how to media buy or hiring an agency or getting some sort of cold traffic on that offer to start getting test traffic in. Because if you're relying on affiliates to test from a fresh offer perspective, it can be very challenging and you can be chasing a lot of things and you can't really control the traffic coming in. So you can be getting a little blip here, a little blip there. It's just not consistent enough to really test and optimize.
No, got it. So you've got lots of different affiliates on the platform. You've got those people that are coming in new, they're generating the first few $100 a day. You've got the ClickBank clients, you've got the Diamond clients as well. What's the biggest difference, would you say, between maybe those new people and the guys that have hit Platinum, both in terms of the skill set and also maybe on the mindset side of things as well?
No, it is a lot of mindset. I'd see plateaus of revenue almost too, because it's a mix of mindset and operations, and they feed each other, right? And what happens is, on the seller or the affiliate side, a solopreneur can scale to low multiple seven figures, right? 7 figures, let's say 1 to 3 million in USD.
I think people are surprised by that as well. You don't need a big team to generate 7 figures, guys.
And an affiliate can go bigger than that, right, as a solopreneur.
Definitely.
Usually a seller will have to maybe do a bit more contracting, a bit more support, more customer service, there's more moving parts, even with a digital offer in some cases. So there's probably more contract help happening once they get to that multiple 7-figure range. Not all the time. And what can be a limiting factor is the mindset of being able to replace yourself, right? And letting go of the things you think you have to control, but really that could be someone else that's a contractor, an employee, a freelance, a VA, someone, AI, right?
Yeah, of course.
And starting to replace yourself out of everything you have to do. So you can think more long-term, not just short-term all the time.
Yeah, fantastic. So on the golfing side of things, absolutely fantastic course, guys. This is gorgeous. Thanks so much for bringing me. Really appreciate it. And how is the golf going?
Well, you'll have to tell me. No, you're the better golfer here. But for not swinging too much this year, I'm pretty happy with how it's moving. And you're crushing it.
We'll see. We'll see. A few holes to go yet, guys. So let's catch up in a few holes.
Oh, of course, yeah.
All right.
Cheers. My bouquet of clubs.
It's a beautiful strike. All about the ball flight, guys. About 140 yards into the green. Normally, that would be an easy pitching wedge for me, but given the wind, I'm going to hit a 9-iron. Come on the green.
Oh, it's moving towards the flag. Oh my God.
But it's still moving.
What a shot.
Thank you very much.
Oh man. He's ringing the bell.
Get in. Yeah.
Ooh, dice speed. Nice putt.
Great shot.
What?
Never in doubt. Great putts.
What a par.
There you go.
Great par.
Good work, team.
Yeah.
Can't believe how much further the ball goes that way.
Yeah, elevation.
Yeah.
Helps a lot. Hey.
Sounded good.
That's great. Nice.
Should be alright there, shouldn't it?
That's a bingo.
What was that? 56.
Sounded good. Let it be good. Ooh, it's good.
Yeah, short.
On the green. Oh, look at that backspin ripping back.
Yeah, got caught in the wind a bit there.
Wow. Yeah. That's what I thought might happen.
Is that rough? Brutal.
Yeah, so you got quite a bit of room past it left.
Okay.
If you, yeah. So it's kind of a.
Suits the draw then.
There you go. 300 to or 250 to carry over there.
What are you doing? You're cutting off. Yeah, the line.
It's
all strategy, guys, with new golf courses.
How do we relate this back to the information collection stage? Affiliate marketing. Are we just spending?
No, we're not playing.
We're looking at our
we need to plan.
We're looking at our spy tools. Yeah. We're seeing what the overlay is of the market. We're figuring out.
Is that you giving us a hint we need to get a move on?
Yeah. So which club is best in golf?
Really hard.
There is no best club in golf, right? Yeah. Just like there's no best traffic source. It's
whichever one you stick with and go with and commit to. Yeah. Oh, that was pure. That's high.
Rips.
Oh my
She's a beaut.
God.
It's all right. Team effort.
Oh man, great bird.
We'll take, yeah,
great
cheers.
bird.
Cheers.
Of
Absolutely fantastic. Look at the weather. Look at the scenery. The company's amazing. We're having a great time. I thought I'd just grab Thomas for a second before the golf gets too fiercely competitive.
I think I'm a bit out of your league, but yeah.
A lot of holes to play yet. So over COVID, obviously a really interesting time. It'd be great just to speak about that a little bit. So that was a time where my business was going exponential. But what was going on at the back end in ClickBank?
It was similar, right? Yeah, like the whole, COVID really dragged all of e-com forward like 5 years. And that was the thing we saw last year, was kind of regression back to the mean, right? People were like, this year's terrible. And really, if you look at if you look at like Shopify's growth trends, that's a really good thing to look at too. The things surged, and then it really just kind of went back to the mean growth average, you know, kind of with the last 2 years kind of evening out a bit. And this year, things are growing great again.
And what were the main niches that were taking off?
Make money online went pretty big.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, and then, I mean, health and wellness is always big on ClickBank, but it really blew up. I think in large part it was in the forefront of everyone's mind. Right. So, yeah.
Yeah, and what sort of revenue were you seeing on the back end there for a single offer?
Oh, yeah, he's back. Oh, gosh. Well, the funny thing is we're seeing offers now beating those records from COVID.
Oh, wow. That's
right.
Okay.
So it's not to say it was like the glory days, right? Things are still amazing. But we were seeing offers. The interesting things, usually you see offers scale really big Q1, and then things would kind of tail down. What we saw through COVID, things would jump up Q1, and then we'd see the offers launch in like July and really scale.
Right. Interesting. All right. Well, there we go, guys. Thanks very much, Thomas. Let's get back to the golf.
Onto the par 3,
Onto the par 3. That's the ball out of the rough as well. Great shot.
Good shot, Michael.
Yeah, well, that is looking good.
That's good.
Yeah, it is.
Nice par.
Thank you. Oh yeah.
Hey.
That'll work. We're all there. Friendly golf again. Mate, that's looking good. Get it, get it, get it. Yeah!
Wow! Michael from 15 to 30 feet is lights out.
Lights out.
Very good.
Inside 15 or outside 30. It's gigantic.
Ooh.
4!
Oh no!
Oh no!
That's the shape.
My God.
That's the shape. Nice. That's left as well. We're doing a lot of money. Well done, Michael. What does ClickBank mean to me? It represents freedom because of the outsized returns that you can make, and also because of the flexibility in the lifestyle side of things as well. It also represents versatility because you can pivot in and out of any niche so quickly. And also, most importantly, I think friendship. I've connected with affiliates all over the world. When I started in the industry, I didn't know anyone, whereas I have friends all over the world now, passionate entrepreneurs that are pursuing their best lives. So thanks for watching today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. We've done so much over the last few days, from the podcasting to the interviews that I've done, right out to on the golf course and all of the stuff we've done inside Boise, Idaho. What a fantastic place, by the way. I've never been before. I've really enjoyed it. So to ClickBank, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for your friendship. And to you guys at home, I want to say if I can come out here, make the trip to come here, you can sign up for ClickBank and start generating your first commission. There's no reason not to do it. Now, before I head back home, guys, I've got one more thing for you. You might be wondering why on earth have you got this bag on? Now, Kyle Kosteka from ClickBank, who you met earlier in the video, he's prepared a little goodie bag for you. So we've got all kinds of things here. We've got the hoodie, got a very nice t-shirt. We've also got another t-shirt, very nice. Loads of stuff in here, guys. We've also got the very nice bottle there. We've got a mug for you as well. And actually, we've got this backpack too, which has got ClickBank on it, which is actually a really good backpack. I was really impressed. So guys, if you want this, I'm going to send this out personally to you. All you have to do, get in the comments below, and I'm going to select one of you lucky winners, and I will get that sent out to you. So guys, again, thanks so much for watching. I hope you had a nice time watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.